So let's look briefly at the facts surrounding mortality. We'll continue to hear stories about more cases, a second wave, more masks, more lockdowns, more fear. As at today, if we take countries from America with 328 million people to Sweden with 10 million, and outfits like Italy, France, the UK, Spain and Australia in between. Now remember, these statistics are of people who died with it, not from it. They had other preconditions. But let's start with America, 328 million. The percentage of population who've died is 0.07%. Alarmism says Trump must suffer because he hasn't imposed draconian lockdowns. Italy, population 60 million, deaths 0.06%. France, alarmism everywhere, population 67 million, deaths 0.05%. Sweden, no draconian lockdowns, basic precautions, but get on with your life. Population 10 million, deaths much the same, 0.06%. The UK, population 67 million. The Prime Minister was forced into lockdowns by alarmist modelling. Deaths, 0.07%. Spain, 47 million. Deaths, 0.07%. Lockdowns everywhere. The deaths, marginally the same as Sweden, with no lockdown. Australia, population 25 million, but we're an island continent. Had we not had Ruby Princess and international travellers, we should have escaped easily. Even so, the deaths are 0.0035%. But look at the price we're now paying. Is this a pandemic or just another flu? I have for months cited one international authority after another who's argued that the strategy is wrong. Professor Joel Kepner from Manitoba University in Canada has said, and I quote, "I've seen pandemics, one every year. It's called influenza and other respiratory illness viruses. I've never seen this reaction, and I'm trying to understand why." And of course, Professor John Ioannidis, the Professor of Epidemiology and Population Health at Stanford University. Now think of the figures I've just given you. Professor Ioannidis has said, if we'd not known about a new virus out there and had not checked individuals with PCR tests, the number of total deaths due to, quote, influenza-like illness would not seem unusual this year. At most, we might have casually noted that flu this season seems to be a bit worse than average. The media coverage would have been less than for an NBA game between the two most indifferent teams, unquote. So there you are. We're in this economic sewer because we failed to listen to world authorities. What do you think?